Hey guys, you clicked on this video because you want to see what I'm actually going to be bringing out for my through hike for food, or at least what I'm starting off with. So let's get started. All right, so I'm getting ready to start my first through hike, and I've decided to do the entire Appalachian Trail. And I probably could have done some easier through hikes, but you know, whatever, this is what I'm going to do. And I know this camera angle may be weird, but I couldn't really think of a better way to get all my food in here and me in here, so this is what we got. All right, well, without further ado and taking up too much time, I want to start off with what I'm going to be taking. Now, I am going to do the approach trail. Whether you decide to do the approach trail or not, it's up to you. I'm going to do it just because I know that I think it'll be a good stepping stone for me. I have a flight tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. from my hometown in Florence, Alabama to Atlanta. Then I'm going to be taking the subway to the North Terminal, whichever it's called, and be taking an Uber. So I think that I'm going to get in and actually get started hiking probably around noon. So I'm planning for at least 5 days for me to get from the beginning of Amarillo Falls to Mill Gap. So this is the food loadout that I've decided to go with, and my goal is to get about 3,000 calories a day. I'm 5'10", about 200 pounds, and I want to keep my food level up while I'm hiking. So I decided to kind of get up with this situation. I want to make sure that I'm always getting about 100 calories per ounce, and this kind of setup that I have is going to get me to that point. So without further ado, let's talk about what I'm packing out. So the first thing I'm going to be taking actually is I'm going to be taking these green belly milligos. If you notice, I don't have a pot over here, and I did a separate video on my gear loadout because I plan on going potless during my hike. Now that could change as I hike on, but I just want extra weight. I have a disease called gout, so I have to be careful on what I eat, even though there's no evidence that it helps. But also I wanted to, I didn't want to have extra gear, so the lighter I can make my pack, the better. So these green belly meals, I found these. So it turns out that I have a friend named Paul Levine who has a friend named Chris Cage. Chris Cage was on Joe Rogan podcast back in 2017, and he hiked the AT, the through hike in the AT in 2014. And so Chris developed these bars called Green Belly, and they have this, like this one for instance, this spiced caramel apple. It's got 695 calories in this little hunk of bar. Now these things are heavy. I mean, when I say heavy, it's 5.5 ounces, but it has 695 calories. So that's well over my usual limit where I want, 100 calories per ounce. On top of that, it's 18 grams of protein, 29 grams of fat, and 90 grams of carbs. I'm someone, I like to eat a lot of fat. Fat I perform very, very well on, so I'm happy this has a lot of fat in it. And it's just, these things are awesome. I had one, I wanted to try and make sure I liked it before I took it out on the trail as my primary food source, and all I had was the mango, cashew, coconut, and it was delightful. So I'm looking forward to eating these, and I will update you in other YouTube videos on how well the green belly meals work for me, but I bought 14 of these, so that's going to total me up about 9,000 calories roughly, or 3 days worth of food. Now I've also went with the Mountain House Adventure Meals. I ate one of the breakfast skillet again just to see if I liked it. This was really good. I thought it was great. And these are even better in terms of ounce per calorie. So this is like 3.7 ounces, and you get 510 actual calories. I think in terms of just tastiness, I think the green belly wins there. In terms of packability, and again, having some type of, you get a little bit more like traditional food with these. And again, I'm cold soaking, but you people that are doing any type of stove, you're gonna be able to put hot water in these. So I bought breakfast stew, I got beef stew, and beef stew for now. So this totals, I think about, totals about 1,500 calories. And then I got 1 pound of summer sausage. And then I have a pound of whole natural almonds. I'm pretty careful about what I eat. And while this doesn't seem like a ton of food, I think this is like a whopping 15,000 calories. So this is a full 5 days of food with me getting 3,000 calories per day. And I'll be refueling with smart water bottles. Right now I like doing 3 because it feels like when I have 2 of just the 1.5 liters, they're kind of a little cumbersome. And having it kind of broken, I can get, you know, roughly about the same amount of water in 3 of these than I can just the 2 really big bottles, and I just like these better. So I'll be able to get a total of about 70 ounces of water in these 3 bottles, and I got the sports cap on them. And for my flavoring, as you notice, I don't have any coffee up here. All I've got is this sugar-free drink mix. Grape is what I went with. Every now and then I just like it. It gets a little old drinking water just all the time, so I decided to go with this grape flavored best value drink mix. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, this is my loadout for my food for my thru hike, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to kind of I'm going to try to forward order this these green belly meals as I go, and see if I can keep getting these when I pick these up in places. If not, I'll go with more dry foods and peanut butter, stuff like that. But anyway, guys, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel a lot. If you want to see my gear loadout, I have a video for that, and I will be making videos on my travels through doing the AT. We're going to be starting off tomorrow morning. I will be filming as I go to Springer Mountain. Well, Emmacola Falls is actually where I'm going to be starting off at, and then I'm going to be breaking out my videos state by state. If you want to support me directly, please obviously subscribe to this YouTube channel, and also go check out my other YouTube video for my business. My partner has been nice enough to let me hike the AT and kind of be gone for the next 6 months. And we have, I think, the best roofing and exterior restoration YouTube channel on YouTube. So anyway, thanks a lot, guys. All that stuff's in the description below, including the link to Green Belly Mills, and really fired up about trying this off and getting going. So take care.